Alright folks, and thank you so much for tuning in again to this guitar tutorial where we'll be talking about the fifth and the final shape of the pentatonic scale. And just a quick heads up is that there's a set of handwritten notes linked in the description box below. So get that printed out, and I hope that that's going to help you with this tutorial. Alright, so let's get to work. And well, before we get into the fingering and the notes and how the shape looks like, let me just play them for you first. Okay, so this is going to be a root 5 A minor pentatonic, and this one requires open strings. So here goes. 1, 2, 3, go. Going backwards. Alright, so that's how the first shape sounds like. Now, let me move on to the next shape. Okay, they're basically the same shape except we are playing at different parts of the fretboard. Okay, so the first one requires the open string to make it work. Now, the next shape is basically the same pattern except we are playing that starting from the 12th fret. Alright, and this is how it sounds like, and this is how it looks like. 3, go. Going back. Right, a bit squeezy once you get past the 12th fret, but that's fine, we'll talk about that. Okay, so now let's try and play the A minor scale, A minor pentatonic scale with the open string right here. Okay, so we're going to start off with the open 6th string. That's your E note. I'm going to use my ring finger of my left hand to get to the G note right here. Okay, then followed by the open 5th string. That's your A note, and the ring finger works again on the 3rd fret of your 5th string. So we've got E, a G note, an A note, a C note right here. Okay. Now moving on to the 4th string. We have the open D string, and my middle finger is going to get down to the 2nd fret of your 4th string, and that's your E note. Okay. So basically D and E. Okay. Then on the 3rd string, that's your open G note, and then what happens is I have the middle finger again on the 2nd fret of your 3rd string. That is your A note. Okay, so try and see if you're able to kind of catch the pattern. 0, 3, 0, 3, 0, 2, 0, 2. Right? So E, G, A, C, D, E, G, A. Okay, now once we get over to the 2nd string, we are no longer using the open string. So instead, our index finger is going to be on the 1st fret of your 2nd string, and the ring finger is going to be on the 3rd fret of your 2nd string. So 1 and 3. Okay, 1, 3. Alright, so that's your C note, that's your D note. And then moving on to the 1st string, we've got the open E, the high E string. And then the ring finger goes over to the G note right here. Okay? So, this is what we have so far. E, G, A, C, D, E, G, A, C, D, E, and G. Alright, so once you get comfortable, you want to try and see if you're able to kind of reverse the scale order. So from the highest note of that scale, you're going to move downwards. So G, E, D, C, A, G, E, D, C, A, G, E, and resolve back to your A note. Alright? So basically that's your root 5 A minor pentatonic open, okay, which means that you require the open string to make the scale work. Now, the next pattern that you're seeing starts way up high on the 12th fret, okay, which means right here it's going an octave higher, 12 frets higher, okay. So how are we going to play that scale? We're going to lead off with your index finger on the 12th fret. So most of the guitars have double dots, okay, but here on my Yamaha LS6, I've got 3 dots right here, okay. So check this out. The index finger starts from the 12th fret, and then I'm going to stretch my pinky over to the 15th fret. So it's a bit squeezy, but what happens is you'll find that the side of my palm right here, it's in contact with the body, and I'm just trying to angle that slightly, so it's not so much being parallel to the fret wires, but it's angled slightly so that I can reach that note on the 15th fret. Right? So the same sequence of notes, just that there are no open strings, and those notes previously played with the open strings right here is being replaced by the index finger on the 12th fret. Okay, so right here, that's your E note. Pinky goes to the 15th fret, and that's your G note. Then index finger goes down to the 12th fret again. Pinky goes to the 15th fret, that's your C note. Index finger goes to the 12th fret of your 4th string, that's your D note. Ring finger goes over to the E note on the 14th fret. Same sequence of fingering, index on the 12th fret of your 3rd string, ring finger on the 14th fret with the G note and the A note. Shift your index finger down the string and down a fret to the 13th fret of your 2nd string, that's a C note. Ring finger on the D note, 15th fret. Index finger goes to the, I keep wanting to say the 1st fret, but it's basically the 12th fret. 12th fret of your 1st string, and then pinky goes over to the 15th fret. That's your G note. So that's your E note, and that is your G note. So let me just try and play the whole scale for you. So here goes. 1, 2, 3, go. Going back down. Just ending on the 12th fret. Okay, so try and just get these different ways of playing the root 5 A minor pentatonic down. Okay, you can just try and play around with those notes. Alright, just fly around between these two scales and try and be able to visualize the shape of the scales. Okay, and for the next lesson, we're going to talk about combining all 5 shapes of the pentatonic scale, and I hope the tutorials has been helpful. Alright, thank you and goodbye.